Neanderthals and other Archaics were carried in ships by humans during Transoceanic Voyages. Homo erectus, Neanderthal, a wide variety of other Archaics and some primates mysteriously spread all over the world, across wide oceans. Did they get across the world by rafts, because even primates supposedly did so with kinds of rafts? We will give evidence this is improbable. We even claim at this point that all of them, and also primates that supposedly got across certain oceans in ancient times, were in fact carried by ancient humans, this for pretty much the same reasons as the Archaics were, namely to work for the ancient humans. This on the other side of the oceans. If primates and humans would have rafted, there would have been resistance, inbreeding, genetic bottleneck, founder effect, etc. Successful and especially involuntarily rafting is very improbable. Further, there is plenty of archaeological evidence for ships and fleets that could have carried them, and had interest in carrying them. Resuming, at least the Archaics were moved across the world. We also claim that the ancient humans were experts in currents, gyres, and navigation, and of course in exploring Archaics and animals in mining and megafauna handling and slaughtering. Archaics were a product of hybridization, this most probably in cradles. There are several possible evidences of hybridization. There is proven methylation of their genes, and there are transposons or jumping genes too. Transposons or jumping genes cause duplications and deletions. These duplications and deletions are detected to have been millions of years ago and on more than one occasion, and the transposons or jumping genes can very well be the markers of hybridization all by themselves. The transposons or jumping genes are in fact clear ancestral markers, and are used in research as the markers of ancestry. Further, duplications and deletions highly increase variability and would have facilitated hybridizations. A simple approach of methylation of human as well as Archaic genes is superficially discussed in Dwarkesh Patel, 2024, with geneticist David Rye. Captivity or under strict supervision. Archaics were a product of hybridization, which was intended for the hybrids and later Archaics to work for the ancient humans, and to live in captivity and or under strict supervision, often working with stone tools and living in mines themselves, or in caves very nearby. The hybrids and later Archaics probably were also put to work in the handling of megafauna. The megafauna would provide the humans, and possibly all of them with fatty meats. The megafauna would be kept often also in caves with typical very large and wide entries, or in kind of fenced-off or walled-off areas and or closed-in valleys. Of course occasionally some of these Archaics would escape, and next they would most probably try to behave and move in small groups for survival, and also to keep escaping their ex-owners, supervisors and occasional human hunters. Or even head hunters of whatever group. All what we claim above is based on archaeological evidence, but above all supported and confirmed by genetics and essential ancestral markers. For now, did you notice that Archaics in 90% of the cases are found in mines? This in past mines and or modern mines. Next also together with the captivated and or enslaved Archaics, contemporary humans were associated with mines, but they did not use stone tools, and cremated their deaths, and buried them in mounds and or open air, and not in caves. Further, too many of the mines did or do mine products that are involved in metallurgy and sophisticated technologies. We explain this in other videos. Further, Neanderthals were too much exposed to elements exclusively related to underground operations, as well as advanced technologies, which needs an explanation other than hunting and gathering. And the supposed use of caves for burials. There is a profound but complex temporal and spatial correlation between Archaics, like Neanderthals, gene methylation, mines and underground operations, Neanderthal advanced technology-related Zinc 64 isotope poisoning, Neanderthal lead poisoning, population turnover events, younger dryas boundary and black mats, dryas plants that are indicators of mining, Neanderthal-related stone tools and Neanderthal-related megafauna, and their temporarily associated extinction. Lead and zinc are extracted almost exclusively in underground operations, though some open-air operations also occur. These minerals are frequently found together along with other sulfide minerals. Neanderthals, lead and zinc, ores, underground operations. In modern times, lead and zinc are both widely used metals that are often found together in ores. Amongst their many uses are batteries and ammunition. Lead and zinc are both widely used metals that are often found together in ores. These complex correlations are also the subject of other videos.